Jake has opened up his cell phone, his personal Rolodex, to book a mystery caller this morning who is... Pick that up, Jake. Let's see who we got. I'll try to reveal the identity of the mystery caller. Good morning, mystery caller.
Hello.
How we doing? I'm having a good beard day today. Really excited to share.
Oh, good beard day. So I'm going to try to get... Is this Brian Wilson?
No, Brian
Okay.
Wilson's beard is off these days.
Oh, interesting. All right. Mystery caller, you were obviously... Are you a former or a current Major League Baseball player?
I am a former Major League player, about 12 years, and I do share a World Series ring with Jake Peavy.
Okay, so we're talking about a former Giant, a former... Did you play for the Giants or the Red Sox with Jake?
2013 Red Sox.
Are you Mike Napoli?
Close. That's my brother from another mother.
Close. Who could be close to Mike Napoli? Are you John Lackey?
Not that close.
Was
Position player.
Position-
Left field.
Game 4, 3-run homer.
Full side
Decisive.
homer.
I feel like I should pull side homer. I feel like I should know who this is. All right, reveal the mystery caller. I'm whiffing on my 13 Red Sox. Jonny Gomes! Here we go!
Champ is in the building.
Nice to have you guys. Yeah, had a good beard, feeling jacked today. Thought I'd call up Jake Peavy, see what he's up to.
You look the same, dude. We haven't seen you in a couple years because sometimes we see you in the stands randomly catching home run balls or pop-ups as a fan. You look the same as you did when you played.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to age backwards, right? Keeping up with all these kids, player development, traveling all over the place, just being a baseball rat. We got the Home Run Derby X going on. Just did some time in Australia with Next Gen Baseball. Just taking this outfield kind of gig that I got, this base running gig that I got, and just sharing it to the youth.
That's you just answered my first question. I wanted to know what you're up to right now. Are you under the employ of a Major League Baseball team, or are you Jonny Gomes at large?
I am Jonny Gomes, have bat, will travel, can be contacted. Just a baseball rat, man. Baseball rat.
Yeah.
But yeah, not under an org right now. We'll see how that pans out. We got Yacker Tech and Baseball Cloud. Look at me with the youth right there. That's all the way over in Australia, teaching these young guys to play some outfield, base running, and of course, pull some homers in the World Series doesn't hurt.
I love it. Look, what I want the world to know right now is this fella you're looking at, Jonny Gomes. I played for 15 years, Maddie. I don't know that I played with anybody who impacted the rest of the team and others. I'm talking about pitchers. I'm talking about everybody in the clubhouse, in the room, the way Jonny did. And Jonny, I want to get into how you impact players. I can talk about Donaldson coming in the offseason, spending time with you in Napoli and winning an MVP after that. But look, your last gig with the Diamondbacks, you had a huge part in developing the Corbin Carrolls of the world, the McCarthys, Alec Thomas. Talk to us about that relationship and how fun it was to watch those guys develop and then go on the ride they did.
Yeah, what an absolute organizational win the Arizona Diamondbacks had. And before guys like player development, the minor league coaches get their hands on them, they have to get identified, right? So you got like Derek Ladner and the whole scouting department with an absolute win. You know, when you got Alex, Thomas, McCarthy, Corbin Carroll, Perdomo, Varsho, which was in a trade to Toronto. Yeah, getting these guys when they're 17 years old and, I get my bear paws on them and we go top button, undone, gonna need a chain. I need some visible tats and we're gonna be pulling some homers and running the bases like absolute banshees from rookie ball all the way up. And like I mentioned before, the scouting department with the D-backs did an outstanding job of identifying these guys. I sprinkled a little bit of my knowledge on them and really took like an analytical side in the outfield, starting with number one. You're an outfielder. You got to play left. You got to play right. You got to play center. So when it gets in Torey Lovullo's hands, boom, it's pretty easy to put them wherever they want.
Hey, total recency bias, Jonny. When I think of a player like you who won multiple World Series rings, who played for a lot of different teams, but you had a lot of years in Tampa to start your career, I don't know why I go to the Royals for you. And that was at the very end, right? That was the end of your career. Yep. And maybe it was the speech you made after the World Series at the parade that I remember so vividly. And I see the Royals World Series celebration art on your wall back there. Where do you put the Royals on your kind of spectrum of employers that you contributed to.
Yeah, man, you got back-to-back American League champs. What an unbelievable team. You know, a lot of people want to compare teams with the 15 Royals and the 13 Red Sox, but I mean, you talk about passing the torch. Look at that catcher right there. That dude played a lot of baseball. You got the Hosmers, the Moustakas, and that bullpen was just absolutely lights out with the sixth inning guy, 7, 8, 9, popping champagne there at the New York Mets. Outstanding. Got a ring to prove it.
Johnny, I want to tell a story of us winning in 13, and I can talk about the lineup in Game 4 and you hitting the 3-run homer, and we're going to show some of that. But I want to tell the story of now 13. We win the World Series together in Boston. It's 2014. We all got traded and dismissed. I go to San Francisco. Look, let's go back. And Johnny, right now, they're showing the bat off Manus. Game 4, look, we're down 2-1. We lose this game on the road in St. Louis, as we all know is a tough place to play. We're done for. We're down 3-1. Jonny Gomes at bat versus a right-hander. Most of the time, Daniel Nava would have got that bat. Jonny Gomes gets it. 3-run homer in Game 4. We tie the series 2-2, never look back. The World Series doesn't happen in 13 without Johnny. Let me tell you what happened in 14, though. 14, after this celebration, I get traded to the Giants. I'm out here putting together my World Series ticket list, and I've got one player, former teammate, that hits me up and says, hey, I need a ticket. Just one? I need a ticket. I can get you 2, Johnny. Hey, just one will be fine, but I'm coming. Jonny Gomes, as a fan, came over to the 2014 World Series, and I said, Johnny, what you got going in the Bay Area? Nothing. I want to come be a part of the World Series and continue to have this energy. He's there. Bum sees you in the clubhouse. What Bum say to you after the first game?
Yeah, after the game, went down there and saw my buddy Jake Peavy and took in, another World Series. Well, I went to the World Series this year, too, in Arizona. So that was my 13th World Series that I've been to. Obviously, 3 playing and the rest as a fan, baseball IQ, watching the greatest show on earth. But yeah, down there with Jake Peavy, and here comes Mad Bum walking across, and he goes, hey, bud, you coming tomorrow? I was like, I think just a 1 game or just a bucket list. And he goes, I'll recommend you come tomorrow too, son. If you need a ticket, let me know. It's going to be a show. I mean, this guy had his boots on the day before his start. That's Mad Bum right there. We're going to miss him, but what a competitor.
Well, it speaks to Johnny, because Johnny stayed in the moment, wanted to be a part of what was going on in the World Series, and came and had that experience in 14, never left it, then gets traded to Kansas City and goes over there. That Kansas City team was who we beat in 14. They had no business losing to us, but we pushed it through because of lack of veteran leadership. Johnny talked about it, back-to-back American League champions. They were able to punch through a big part, and you saw the World Series speech. So,
dude, the fan stuff is awesome because, look, there aren't many guys that played for a decade and a half in the big leagues.
That's right.
Who still want to go and be around the game as a fan, I think, as much as Johnny. Where were you when you caught that? Was it a grand slam ball that you caught, like, just as a fan?
Yeah, there he is, popping up again on the Green Monster. Previous years, I'd catch some balls in front of the Green Monster, but here's Trevor Story coming up for his 4th home run in 3 days. And as I'm sitting there just having a pop, taking in the game, Trevor Story's grand slam lands right in my lap. I apologize about that. I lost myself. I blacked out. I didn't know what to do, so I just thought I'd let the stars come out there for a minute.
It was more interesting. When Brandy Chastain did it, it was more interesting than when you did it. I'm going to admit that.
Yeah, that was sports bra free right there.
Who was the dude you were with?
Great story. That guy just walked over to me and wanted to talk some ball. I think it was Jackie Bradley's friend, but we were just instantly buddies. Never met the dude in my whole life. He just wanted an autograph, and I catch that ball, and I said, this is going to change your life, buddy, right here. He's recently sent me that photo, and I've signed it for him, and he got a little instant piece of fame from that, too. And for the record, that ball did not land, did not touch the ground. That was a full catch.
You're awesome, man. Thanks for calling in, Johnny. It's good to see you. We appreciate your time, dude. Don't be a stranger.